simple tricks over the years, from scrappy filmmaking to high-budget filmmaking, and today I want to share 5 key ingredients to bring that pro cinematic quality to your films or your videos, regardless of your budget. So for me, it all starts with the lighting. You can really get creative on how to light people or spaces, and lighting with story in mind can make even simple setups feel cinematic. You can use hard lights or soft lights to get very different looks, and you can play with the color temperature or ways to break up or diffuse that light source. I love using haze as a way to soften the light, or like in this scene, use the smoke as a bounce for additional ambience. And cinematic lighting can be as simple as that, as just haze and knowing the right time of day, or even a space just simply being lit by a lantern. On the flip side, shadows can create contrast, which can hide some of the cracks of a VFX shot. Shadows can really add drama and mystery to a shot. And it all starts with becoming familiar with how to shape natural light by maybe bouncing it with a board or a reflector, or even blocking it with negative fill. The sun is a free and super powerful source, and you can always build from there with practicals or your own lights. And sometimes you don't want any light at all and you want to kind of build the sunlight artificially from scratch. So for this music video, I wanted that early dawn look where kind of the first rays of sunlight start piercing through the hills and they come in through the windows of this cabin. But that moment only happens for a few minutes in real life. So it was crucial to extend this moment for a full shoot day and have also the light at the right angle for the blocking of the performance. I love finding the right composition for a frame because it's free and it's always available to you. It's limitless creativity and being able to observe and capture a space that carries what you're saying forward. And this can be as simple as where you place the point of interest in the frame. Is it to the side or is it centered? Mixing that with lens and focal length choices can make a shot feel interesting. Like knowing when to use and not to use the rule of thirds, or leading lines, which can be great ways to guide the viewer's eye in the frame. Having something in the foreground can also add depth to your shot and make it feel more dynamic. This can also be true with the blocking of an actor. So for example, something in the foreground can draw in a character closer to camera, turning a wide shot into a close-up. Movement within a frame can add production value, whether it's people or weather effects or the movement of the camera itself. And the trick with all these ideas is to always follow the story and the emotional significance of that scene. And if you can't execute on that movement that you have in mind properly, whether that's from lack of gear or time constraints, it's always better to opt out for a static shot that can still convey what you want, just in a different way. So when you have all the visuals in a good place, it's important to carry that attention to detail in post-production, especially when it comes to sound. Very few things can break your project like bad audio. Not only is the quality of how you capture the sound important, but so are your sound design choices. How are the sounds layered? What elements are you adding? And thinking of ways of processing the sound to fit the perspective from which that sound is heard from. So whether you're choosing it to be subjective from a character in a scene or more omnipresent from a narrator, the more time to build the sound bed of your project, the better. Just add as much detail as you can, and that'll add a lot more life to your films. Speaking of sound, nothing transforms a scene quite like the right music. The right soundtrack can be a huge supporting role to the emotional tone of a scene. But here's the thing, using popular music legally was almost impossible for creators like us until now. There's nothing quite like using a popular song that people are familiar with into your own project. It just instantly adds production value and makes your project feel legit. There's even proven data that playing well-known music increases viewers' retention. I mean, imagine a scene in your short film where Drake is playing as a soundtrack. It's just crazy. And this is why I'm excited that this tip is actually our sponsor, Blicked. Because with Lick, you can license tracks from big name artists and use them in your videos on YouTube. There's no catch. Once you pay a license and pair it to the video that you're posting, there's no copyright claims to take your video down or any monetization issues. I still can't get over the feeling of using one of my childhood favorite songs from Linkin Park in one of the edits that I'm doing for a passion project. It just really feels special. Licensing music on Licked is super simple, and in this video alone, I've used tracks from artists like Daft Punk, Kendrick Lamar, David Bowie, and more. So the secret is out. You too can use songs that you like and that may have even been the soundtrack to your daily life or even a source of inspiration and actually use them in your very own videos. All you have to do is subscribe to one of Lick's plans, browse, download the license, and add your attribution to your video, and Lick clears any claims. Just like that, you can drag and drop your favorite music into the edit of your films or your vlogs, and it still feels like magic to me. It's just amazing that we have access to these kind of things now, and Licked is honestly a game changer for me. So super excited to share them with you. Use my link in the description and check them out. Now on the visual side, color can be the finishing touch of your project in your color grade. That can be a more muted look or a more vibrant, high contrast look. Different colors can hold also a different symbolic meaning, and in a practical sense, they can also provide visual separation in your frame. The most cliche version of this is the orange and teal look that blockbuster movies are known for, but it does something very effective in adding dimension to your shot. Unless you're viewing a 3D experience, most movies are a flat representation of the world. So our screens are like flat canvases, and how we choose to paint light and frame things can create a more immersive space. You can use color theory and complementary colors to your advantage, and you can even experiment with clashing colors for maybe a specific effect. There are no rules, just what feels best to represent your ideas. And you know me and this channel, you can take these tricks further in post by highlighting your lighting choices or even erasing lights in your scene with some basic masking. So adding production value doesn't have to break the bank. It's about making smart, intentional choices, putting story first, and finding the right storytelling elements to support that. Whether it's leveling up your lighting, focusing on sound design, or licensing incredible music with platforms like Licked, these tips can take your projects to the next level. So if you've been dreaming of using songs from your favorite artists just like me, link again is in the description, don't forget. And if you found any tips in your shooting or editing that have helped you, feel free to share those ideas in the comments section below. And thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. My name is Chris Trini for Kriscoart, and I'll see you next time.